I was just coming out of, I was just coming from um, a Zoom class that I was invited, and one of the things I asked them there to look out for before they invest in any project is the use cases of that project. Forget the fact that every cryptocurrency out there right now is pumping. Most of them, especially new ones, are pumping and people are jumping on them. It happens like this every 2 years or thereabout. Those who have been in the space since 2017, wait, give me water. Those who have been in the space since 2017 can testify to this, that it happens every time there is a bull run. You will see new projects springing up, and some of these projects has no real life use case, which means once that bull run is gone, once we are now in a bear market where the market is no longer pumping, once we are now in a bear market where the market is no longer pumping, you're not going to see that coin again in existence. I was talking a couple of coins like Potcoin and others that were trending then as in 2017. And most of those coins right now, if you go on CoinMarketCap, you won't see them there again. They have disappeared. So it's very, very important that we understand what we are getting into and why we are getting into that. So the first thing to look out for before you invest in a cryptocurrency project, I'm talking about people that really want to do their research about cryptocurrency project before investing. I'm not talking about people that are running after pump and dump shit coins. I'm specifically talking to this audience. I'm specifically talking to this audience that want to invest in a particular coin for a long time. One of those things that you should look out for first is the use case. What problem is that cryptocurrency solving? Before Bitcoin was created, there was a problem that existed, and that problem was how can people move their money fast and secured, and how can people move it from one place to another without any form of government interference. You understand? So how can people move money borderless? Bitcoin is the only currency right now in the world that anywhere you go to in the world that it's accepted. Anywhere you go to in the world, you can make transaction with it. You don't need a middleman to make any transaction. If I take dollars right now to some countries of the world, I will need to go get a local exchanger to convert dollar for me. I've traveled to 11 African countries, and most of those African countries, if you go with dollar, you need to go look for a local exchanger to change that money into the currency of that particular country. If you're fortunate, you can see some of those businesses that will accept direct dollar and they will keep it, because some of them, the dollar is more valuable than their national currency. So Bitcoin was created to solve a particular problem. So this is where we talk about the use cases. Now, the second cryptocurrency in the world, called Ethereum, was created to solve a particular problem. Vitalik, who happens to be the founder of Ethereum, sat down and looked at the limitations of Bitcoin. Bitcoin had a blockchain that was only for just Bitcoin. So, which means if another person had an idea, no matter how crazy that idea is, no matter how good that idea is, the person can't build something again on the Bitcoin network. It was just only for Bitcoin. So somebody else called Vitalik and his friends created something called Ethereum, which is the second most valuable cryptocurrency in the world. Now, the reason why he created this Ethereum was so that other people that have good ideas too, that want to build, can build on his own blockchain. So Bitcoin blockchain was very selfish, was only for Bitcoin. There was no room for somebody else to come and build something. So this Vitalik and his friends created something called Ethereum blockchain. Now, this Ethereum blockchain is what gave birth to the biggest exchange in the world today, called Binance. If there was no Ethereum blockchain, there won't be any Binance blockchain today. There won't be Binance or even Binance blockchain. This Ethereum is also where most of the great projects of the world have built on. Tron is one of those very valuable, I don't want to call token, but asset, as in general, as in their ecosystem, is very valuable. They were also built on Ethereum network before they moved to their own. Come to talk of our own Altcoin here. We started building on Ethereum blockchain before we moved now to Binance Smart Chain, and we are working towards having our own nodes and running our own blockchain. So what you need to understand is that the creator of this Ethereum looked at an existing problem. He sat down and he thought to himself, other people like myself will have great ideas that are different from what I have, and they will want to build something one day. Where will they build this thing? Let me build this blockchain for them. So Ethereum has one of the most strongest use cases, which is why some people still argue that Ethereum might overtake Bitcoin one day. Ethereum might overtake Bitcoin one day, even though I don't share in that belief or sentiment, because I believe that the popularity that Bitcoin has right now, it will take other cryptocurrency thousands of years or more to get to where Bitcoin. It will take them long. I don't want to call it thousands of years. It will take other cryptocurrency very long to get to become so popular like Bitcoin, which is why you hear sometimes when our company, myself and my friends, we launched Altcoin, some people were coming to me and telling me, why don't you change your name from Bitcoin Chief to Altcoin Chief? And I was just laughing, because there is no Altcoin Bitcoin, there's no Altcoin Ethereum or any other cryptocurrency without Bitcoin, which is why even though our company launched Altcoin, I still tell people that have some Bitcoin, because it's good and it's better for someone to start understanding cryptocurrency by understanding what Bitcoin is. I've taught over 30,000 persons in the Hotbit network ecosystem about Bitcoin trading, and the rest of it. I always start my classes from what is Bitcoin. I don't start my classes from what is Altcoin. Now, the reason is very, very simple. It will be very easy for someone that has heard about Bitcoin to understand what is Bitcoin. But every other cryptocurrency is just trying to catch up. So Ethereum is being argued to take over Bitcoin. So one of the reasons people share this sentiment is because Ethereum has very strong use case. Imagine Binance is currently the biggest cryptocurrency exchange or ecosystem outside Ethereum, outside Bitcoin and Ethereum. Binance is number 3 and very big, but Binance was built on Ethereum. It was from Ethereum blockchain that started moving to other blockchains. So it's very, very, very important that you understand what problem is this cryptocurrency solving. You understand? When Tron, which is also a very strong blockchain, was launched, they looked at what was already existing, like Ethereum, and the copy. In fact, Tron in their early days, they had some bad PR because people were saying that they copied Ethereum white paper, that they just downloaded Ethereum white paper and changed the heading of the project name to Tron, but everything was the same. Now, what they did was that they looked at the Ethereum blockchain and what Ethereum wanted to achieve, and they just did some small adjustment to it. Now, they have succeeded. I'll give you an example of why they have succeeded. Tron is just a copycat of Ethereum, but they have succeeded. Now, Ethereum is currently suffering one of the highest backlash right now. It's currently suffering because Binance and the rest of them are struggling to take over their market because of high transaction fees. But what is Tron doing different? I'll give you an example. I just paid an Indian developer right now, and he sent me an Ethereum ERC20 wallet. And as he sent it, I wanted to go make that payment. I told him, I said, no, send me a TRC20 wallet. Ethereum is ERC20. Tron is TRC20. Now, why did I tell him to send me a TRC20 wallet instead of an ERC20 wallet? It's because Tron is almost zero fees. Binance Smart Chain is the charge low fee, but Tron, sending USDT on Tron is almost zero fees. And it's natural with human instinct that people will always use something that is almost something that they don't naturally have to pay anything. So that is, I will give it to them that is their own use case. That is one thing that has made them stand out. The CEO of Tron made some Twitter posts some days ago where he said the highest transactions of USDT right now is on TRC20. Now, the reason why he was able to confidently make that statement is the truth. Since we created our platform called Hotbit Pay and we installed a USDT wallet, what I basically do is that anytime I have USDT, I just send it to that TRC20 wallet. Although we have not launched it to the public, but that is where I make all my transactions from. If I want to pay anybody now in USDT, I just log into my Hotbit Pay wallet and I send it from there. The reason why I'm now using the TRC20 wallet of Hotbit Pay instead of using the ERC20 wallet of Arbitrator is because on this other one I will pay zero fees. So you see that even we are building a platform that is coming out very, very soon. Now, while building this platform, now we didn't go again to use Ethereum. We are now using TRC20 on this our new platform because we realize that our users will always want to go where they will pay almost zero fees transferring among themselves or sending out. So zero fees can also be the reason why you should buy a cryptocurrency. Like Tron now, that is their own marketing like that is their own bragging right. They tell people that you can transact with zero fees on our ecosystem. So Ethereum, the money that people are paying as transaction fees that was supposed to be going to Ethereum right now, they are now moving it now to TRC20. So anybody can launch any cryptocurrency, but what is the use of that cryptocurrency? You understand me? What is the use? I'm an early investor in Binance Coin. In 2017, I happened to know about Binance Coin. It was selling for 10 cents then, and I put in up to 5 million naira into it. Today, currently, Binance Coin is currently worth $617,000. Now, the reason why I invested in it early was because I read their white paper and I saw that they were going to build a trading exchange. And they stated so many things that they were going to do different from what already existed then, called Bittrex and Cryptopia. Unfortunately, the Cryptopia is dead as we speak. And one of the reasons that Cryptopia died was because a competitor came in, which is Binance, and struck them out of business, and they had a glitch that so many persons lost money and they had to close them. They had some lawsuits and the rest of it. Binance is currently the number one today. Tomorrow another platform may come tomorrow and kick them out of business. This thing happened. We saw MySpace was there. Facebook came and removed them from business. So innovation, always someone somewhere is sitting down and looking at what is happening. The volume of cryptocurrency that has been trading on PancakeSwap and Uniswap is slowly beginning to overtake the volume of cryptocurrency that is traded on Binance centralized exchange. So you see, somebody sat down now and looked at what is happening now with Binance, and the person brought something called Uniswap, which is the first of its kind decentralized exchange. He looked at decentralized exchanges like IDEX, and those ones were trying, but he brought some creativity into the space and he launched Uniswap.org. When Uniswap came and started posting as a challenge to Binance guys immediately came together and put together PancakeSwap and the rest of other swap that they have built on their distance. Now you see that Uniswap token has done very, very well. Why? Because they leaded that way for the creation of this decentralized exchange. You understand me? So it's very, very important that you know what is this token, what is this token going to solve. If you're investing in tokens like Binance Coin now, you know, first of all, they have an exchange. Outside having an exchange now, they now have a very strong business around their token. If you're investing in Ethereum, you know, Ethereum has a very strong blockchain that 50% of crypto projects right now are on, in short, I'm even talking stupidly, saying 50%. 90% of crypto projects right now are on Ethereum blockchain. So which means that as we launch Tatcoin on, as we launch Tatcoin, we launched Tatcoin on Ethereum blockchain. People transact Tatcoin and pay us transaction fees in Tatcoin, but behind the scene, we are paying this transaction fee in Ethereum, which is why if you have Tatcoin on Uniswap, if you have Tatcoin on Trust Wallet, you will see that if you don't have Ethereum inside your wallet, you cannot send out the Tatcoin. So all these projects are built on Ethereum blockchain. So those transaction fees that people are paying, people are using their token to make those transaction fees. That is why you have seen that Ethereum has grown from 1 cent in 2014 when it was launched to currently it's selling at $3,000 plus. So the use cases are those things that will make that token go very valuable in price. There is another token. There's another token called called Cake. Many of you here use Pancake Swap. Now, this Pancake Swap is a decentralized exchange. They have one of the highest volumes today, and every transaction that you're doing on every transaction that you're going to be doing on this Pancake Swap, you pay with their token. What this means is that there will always be demand for that token as far as this idea of decentralized exchange exists. So there are other different other types of cryptocurrency projects. Like there is a crypto project called Coin. I invested in it very early. Again, also in 2016 or 2017 or thereabout, that I invested in Coin. The reason I invested in Coin was because they said one of their ideas was that they are going to offer an alternative of a very cheap. Those of you that have Google's Google Doc or Google File or whatever, this thing that you use to save things on cloud, like they will tell you that monthly. I'll use iCloud for example. On iCloud, I subscribe for 1 terabyte or whatever they call it. I pay £5 every month, so that pictures I take on my phone can just upload there automatically. But these people called Coin. Now, this company launched a token, and they said that one of the services that they are going to be offering is that people can save things on their cloud very cheap. And for you to be able to save these things very cheap, you will use their token. And I saw that feature, and I saw their cost of saving, let's say 100 gigabyte, and the cost of Apple saving 100 gigabyte, and I saw that their rate was competitive, and I saw that people would definitely, because people are looking for how to pay cheap, people would definitely want to use their token to be able to save files and save cheap. So I invested in that token, and the token has not done bad since then. So you must look out for the use cases of that particular token. Now, coming to Tatcoin, now so many of you who are watching this probably has Tatcoin. You understand? So you will be asking yourself now, okay, good. You have talked about the use case of Bitcoin, Ethereum, and the rest of them. What is definitely the use case of Tatcoin? You understand? As a company, we sat down and we looked at what are some of those things that people will want to pay money for. In 2016, we started a WhatsApp group called African Bitcoin Traders. Okay, we started it first as converse.ng, myself and my friends. And during the 2017 Bitcoin pump, now we were charging people $300 to teach them how to trade. We spent 30 minutes every day, about 11 of us on call. This person is assigned to this person, this person is assigned to this person, and we're teaching them how to trade. Each of them pay us $300 to be part of this. We were doing this until 2017. We started with one WhatsApp group of 268 people filled up until we got to African Bitcoin Traders WhatsApp group 18. You should know what this means. Started from one WhatsApp group and we are now having group 18. So which means that the community was growing. People wanted to know about Bitcoin. People wanted to know how to trade. So it became a business for us. And we said, this thing is a very good business. Let's instead of continuing it on WhatsApp, let's launch a mobile application for it. And we launched a mobile application called Arbitrader. As I'm talking to you right now, this Arbitrader has over 50,000 subscribers. You understand? Now, 50% or more of these people are taking our crypto trading courses, which means they are learning how to trade Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies from us. And before now, each of these persons has to pay at least $150 to be part of this training. So when we saw that, yes, this business model was working, people were paying and people were ready to pay, people were subscribing to our trade signals, we now said, okay, why not we create a token? So that was how we started the idea of creating a token called the Hotbit token. The name T80 stands for the Hotbit token. Then, and coin added to it. So we created a token called the Hotbit token. And we now said, these people that were supposed to be coming to pay us $300 to learn how to trade, for us to give them trade signal, for us to be on the call every day for 1 month with them. Every evening I'm on the call, I'm telling them, do this, this is how you stop loss, this is how you do this is how you do that. We now said, instead of these people paying us this $300, use $150, buy our token called Altcoin, stake it for 12 months, get the same training for free. After 12 months, your Altcoin will be refunded back to you at exact monetary value that you bought. So what this means is that Altcoin is currently selling for 5 cents today. You buy $150 worth of Altcoin, stake it. We give you access to this training that we used to charge $300, and this training that over 18,000 people have paid us $300. We'll give you access to this training, and we will teach you everything, and you become a professional trader yourself. And at the end of 12 months, that $150 worth of Altcoin that you stake, we will return $150 in Altcoin again back to you. So which means that at the end of the day, you didn't even spend any money. Now, what is our own gain inside now? This is where, if you're smart enough, you will know that I said you're paying us Altcoin worth $150 today. That Altcoin is 5 cents. If by December, that is going to make it 12 months, Altcoin is now $1, which means that what you gave to us at 150 just to access this training now, it now has a different value on that during that expiration of the contract. But you may want to ask yourself, is this a good business model? Well, it is a good business model because on a very good day, 18,000 people have paid us $300 and they will not get anything back. But we are saying that if you pay us this $150 in Altcoin, we will return it back to you in Altcoin. But what you are actually doing is that instead of you to just pay us and go, we are returning it back to you. But from this time to this time now, that cryptocurrency has grown in value. So we have indirectly made money from it. Because if you bought 100 Altcoin today for $150 to pay for this training, and at the end of 12 months, Altcoin moved from 5 cents where it was, where you bought it, to 10 cents now. Even if we are giving you $150 worth of Altcoin back, it means that we are having $150 worth of Altcoin to keep for ourselves. This is simple business, and this is one of the use cases of Altcoin. So what people were paying us before, up to $300 for us to teach them, we are now giving it to them now for free. We also saw that, okay, I've been very, very active on Instagram, where most of you got to know me, and people come to me every day and they tell me, Bitcoin Chief, please, what can I invest my money in that is very, very sure that the value will not go down or up? I don't want this your Bitcoin nonsense of a thing. Please tell me something else. And I started investing in real estate at a very early age. In fact, I have bought a couple of land that were later claimed by government before I turned. I think I was 24 then in Abuja. I used to sell black market when I started buying land, and most of those land, government later came and claimed them. They said I didn't do the document well, blah blah blah. So I have started investing very, very early in real estate. In my school days, where I schooled in a particular state in Nigeria, I already owned some real estate in that particular state. Why? Because I saw that real estate is one investment that is very, very good, and it has almost zero risk. So when these people come to me, I tell them that, well, I'm only invested in cryptocurrency, and when I make profit from cryptocurrency, I take it and I invest in real estate. And these people say, okay, but real estate, I must have up to $2,000, which is 1 million naira in Nigeria, where I come from. They will say, but I need up to $2,000 to invest in real estate in some of the cheapest locations. And I now saw a problem there, and myself and my team, we sat down and we said, wow. So young people want to invest in real estate, but they are limited by the capital that is needed to invest, which means that they don't have such huge amount of money. And even if they try to save, we all know that many challenges of life comes to us every day. Somebody starts saving $10 now. Before you know, 1 week, the person, one big problem has come and cleared the $30 you had saved in 3 days. So we now say, okay, why not we create a platform whereby those who have small amounts of money, like $10, $20, $50, and the rest, can come together, pull their funds together, and crowdfund real estate. In the UK, where I live with my family, most of the streets, most of the houses on some of the best streets in the UK are owned by the Pakistani guys. There is a model which these Pakistani guys use. A Pakistani guy comes from Pakistan to the UK and starts riding Uber. He calls 2 other of his brothers that are riding Uber, and he tells them, there is this house on the street now. They are selling this house for $10,000 down payment, for £10,000 down payment. I have £300. Let all of us put £300 and pay this down payment for this house. Now, we are going to do this for 10 people. If we put this money together, we buy this one, this person carries. Tomorrow we buy the other one for next person, and this is how they do it. Before you know, these guys own most of the real estate, most of the rental properties. In fact, my first landlord when I got into the UK was a Pakistani guy, and he's the one that told me about this strategy that they use. So crowdfunding is one of those strategies that people can come together with their small resources and pull funds together and achieve something great. So we launched another platform called Hotbit Crowd. Now, what does this Hotbit Crowd do? It is a platform where we bring people who have small amounts of money to co-invest in real estate as a group. We launched this platform. We test run this platform in 2018, and we got up to 5,000 persons that crowdfunded, and we went back to work and saw where there were pit holes, and we launched it again officially again in 2020. As I'm talking to you right now, that platform has over 20,000 persons that are using Dogecoin to invest in to buy real estate property. So there's this real estate property for $1,000. We will bring 10 people together to put $100, and these people own this property, and they can decide that they are going to hold it for 6 months. After 6 months, they sell it, and they share this profit and the capital among themselves. Now, we said, okay, what is the reason why we are creating this Hotbit Crowd now? To give Dogecoin utility. And we said the only way you can partake in this real estate crowdfunding investment on our platform is using Altcoin. What do you think happens now? If people see there is a need for that thing and you tell them, go change your money to toilet tissue and bring, if you bring toilet tissue, we are going to collect it as the means of payment. People will go and change it. Then imagine something as valuable as Altcoin. So what people do right now is that they go, first of all, use their fiat, which is dollar, naira, pounds, Rwandan francs, and whatever every other currency that you have. They change their currency to Altcoin, and they use Altcoin to crowdfund this real estate property. What this does is that this has also served as another use case for Altcoin. I've talked about two. We also have agricultural investment, which is the same crowdfunding. We are launching a platform which I just talked about first, called Hotbit Pay, where I said I send this USDT on TRC20 blockchain. Now, on this Hotbit Pay, now people will be able to use their Altcoin. Imagine I asked our community on Twitter and on the Telegram group, I asked them, I said, what is the number one reason, or what are the top 5 reasons you want to sell your Altcoin? Some of them told me that sometimes they want to subscribe their internet data, so they have to sell it to fiat. Some of them told me that they want to buy food. Some of them told me that they want to pay taxi, they want to pay transportation to work. And I said, okay, fine. I went back and we sat down with my team and said, this is the reason this is the reason our users want to sell their Altcoin. Let us create solution for these things. And we are launching a platform called Hotbit Pay anytime soon now, where people who are holding Altcoin on that app, instead of looking for how to convert that Altcoin to naira or any other currency to subscribe their phone, they can just use their Altcoin and subscribe their phone right inside the app. Now, on this very platform too, we also noticed too that most small businesses in Africa are still feeling lackadaised to start accepting Bitcoin as a means of payment. If I go to a restaurant now in this Dubai, and if I go to 5 restaurants, at least 2 of them will either accept Bitcoin or they know what Bitcoin is. But in Africa, that is not the case. So we said, okay, good. Now we are going to create a payment API that is going to make it very, very easy for businesses to start accepting Altcoin as a means of payment. You understand? So when these businesses accept Altcoin as a means of payment, now we now research again and we saw that what would be that reason why they will not want to accept this thing. One of those reasons is that when the price of Bitcoin goes up and it goes down, people lose money. So we have done something that if you are a business and you accept Altcoin of $100 for this when Altcoin was 5 cents, even if you're still holding it and Altcoin goes down to 4 cents, that this thing is supposed to have turned $80 in your hand, we will still exchange it for you at the value that it was when you sell. Now, all these are use cases that we are building for Altcoin. We also sat down again too and thought again and said, and ask our people again, if you have, Altcoin is still very, very cheap. You bought Altcoin at 3 cents and you want to sell, you bought Altcoin at 3 cents and you want to sell this Altcoin for 5 cents because you have an urgent problem. We asked them, we said, if you had an urgent problem now and you saw someone ready to give you naira or dollars or fiat or Bitcoin or any other cryptocurrency that has higher value to go solve that your problem, and at the end of and hold your Altcoin, and at the end of the day you bring back the person's money and the interest that the person charged you, and you give back, and the person gives you back your Altcoin exact number that it was supposed to be, will you take it? 99.9% of them said yes, that they would prefer to use their Altcoin and collect loan and go solve their problem and bring back the loan and the return on investment to the person and collect their Altcoin back, probably at a higher value. So we launched, so inside this Hotbit Pay app, we launched another platform again. We launched another feature called Hotbit Loan. With this loan now, I have Altcoin of 100. I have 100 Altcoin, and I know that this Altcoin, because of the use cases because of the use cases Hotbit Network is creating, this Altcoin is going to be valuable in the future. So instead of me selling my Altcoin to recharge my phone, I can decide to just use my Altcoin and collect loan from someone and recharge my phone and do whatever I want to do. When I return back the person's loan, I collect back my Altcoin probably at a higher value. So All these are some of those platforms that we are creating that give Startcoin real life use case. So I have emphasized on real life use case. Then another thing again to look out for again in a project, but these use cases are the number one thing to look out for. If you listen to everything I have explained to you now, it will let you know that whether cryptocurrency dies in the world or not, if tomorrow the market is no longer pumping as it is pumping now, people will still want to use Startcoin because we have built some great products that the only way to access it is by using Startcoin. So checking if you're a smart investor, one of the things to check out for is, does this cryptocurrency has real life use case? Can I use it for something else if the price doesn't go up? You understand me? If you're stuck with this cryptocurrency now that there is nobody ready to exchange it for you and you're hungry, can you use it to buy food? This is the question you should ask yourself. If nobody is willing to exchange this cryptocurrency that you're having in your hand right now into fiat for you to pay your way to work, will you be stranded that very day? Or have that cryptocurrency? Do they have something that can help you get to work and you pay them in that cryptocurrency? So in whichever cryptocurrency that you're invested in, that if price and if the hype is taken off around it, you are stuck with a token that you cannot use to do anything, it's going to be, that is equivalent to what they call shitcoin, because shit is the only thing that is almost valueless. You don't have anything to do with it. So that is it. So that is the most important thing to look out for in every cryptocurrency that you invest in. So another thing again to look out for again is the team. Who are the people behind this cryptocurrency? Bitcoin succeeded without a face to it. Why? Because of the effort people put inside. Because of the effort people put inside, and because there were no other cryptocurrencies as at the time Bitcoin came out. So it was very easy for people to trust it faceless. But since Ethereum came in and cryptocurrency projects were now tied to products, which means that there must be a reason for why this cryptocurrency is created. One of those things to look out for is the people behind that cryptocurrency. Are they passionate people? Or are there people that are hungry and once money starts coming in, they are going to abandon this project? We've had thousands of cryptocurrency projects abandoned. In fact, over 50% of the cryptocurrencies that were popular in 2017 that were pumping in some of these exchanges like Cryptopia and the rest of them, they are gone. So you look at the team behind this project. Are they doing what they love? Are they passionate about this? Is this really something that if there is challenges, are they going to give up on this project? So you look at the team. What are their track records? What have they done? You understand? Now look at Ethereum. Vitalik is a developer, and he brought together other developers. Look at Binance. Binance CEO and some of the top guys in Binance were some of the people that worked with Ethereum or XRP. So which means that they came in with experience. You understand? Look at Altcoin. Some of the people working, myself currently right now, you can go on Google and check it. You can go on Google right now and type my name. I was not just only rated, I was rated among the 3% top traders in the world globally by volume. You understand? And I've been consistent in this cryptocurrency space. You understand? Some of my team members too, they have been successful in whatever endeavors that they were doing. So we are very passionate about what we are building. We love what we are building. Before we launched Altcoin, we already have proof of work. before we launched Altcoin, we already have proof of work. So which means that we had already grown a community to over 18,000 people. Guys, you fucking know what it means to gather 18,000 people, pay you even if it's $100. We had done that already. You understand? So there is proof of work. Currently, right now, we have grown our platform to 1.6 million users. So we have this proof of work. We have this passion. We are very energetic. We love the things that we are building. And this is why Altcoin is succeeding. Just 1 year, we are going to be 1 year on the 12th of July. Look at everything that we have done. Altcoin has a diluted market cap. Go check it right now on Etherscan. As of 2 days ago, I checked it. Altcoin has a diluted market cap of $19.6 million US. You understand me? So these are some of those things that you should look at for the team behind this project. As a newbie coming into this space, you don't have to invest in a faceless project, because it succeeded with Bitcoin, but it can't succeed with other projects right now. Some people can just flaunt a cryptocurrency and they don't put their face there, because when the chips are down, they can run away and you just have a useless token in your wallet on an exchange. It has happened. I have like 5 of them that immediately Binance delisted them. The people lost enthusiasm about that project, and those of us that had it, we were just stuck with it. You understand? So that is something else to look. The team behind this project. Now, another thing again to also look at again, this solution that these people claim to create now, are there demand for this solution? This thing is business. Imagine someone going to sell broom where they were supposed to be selling umbrellas. So imagine right now, I go to Port Harcourt or anywhere, I go to the part of the world where it's seriously raining. Instead of selling umbrellas, I am selling broom. So you must look at the project. I have a couple of persons have sent me white papers to read for projects, and these are projects that they are great ideas, but I look at them and I ask myself, will I willingly pay for this thing? If we have, since I was born, have I had a need? You understand? Somebody launched a project. What does this project do? This project, what he said it does is that whenever it says when people travel, it say when people travel that when people travel, I don't know how to explain it. I need to look for another one again to give this example. But this guy was telling me, say, when people travel, some of them, they forget to lock their doors. And when they go, they are very worried. They have this confusion in their brain. Did they lock their door or did they not lock their door? So he has built a project, a blockchain project, that if you travel and you are confused in your brain, if you lock your door or you did not lock your door, the project, that their application is going to help you to check if you lock your door or not. This is a fantastic idea. But will I be willing to, me as a black man that if I lock my door, if I lock my house, I will open the door again and check if I lock it well. Will I want to go pay $200 or something like that? Because I know that anytime I lock my door as an African, as a black man, I will turn the handle of this thing after putting the key in my pocket to see if I have locked it. So is there demand for it? So this is why cryptocurrency projects that are built around everyday needs of people. Currently, we are building something called Hotbit Move. We did a survey and we saw that majority of our users pay transportation. They pay taxes in cities where they live. And we said, why not we build a taxi in our ecosystem, whereby anytime our users want to convert their tax coin to pay for taxes, they can always have an app that they can just pay for taxi with their Altcoin straight instead of going to convert it. And we even build this app in such a way where these users that use these taxis are part of the owners of this taxi. So each time somebody else ride on this taxi, the user makes money. And we are building a bit move. So you must look at the problem it's solving. Because someone says this cryptocurrency project is solving a problem, that is not enough for you to buy into this project. Is there demand for that? Is there demand for that project? Is there a demand for the problem? If this problem is not in high demand, like that one I just told you about, if people travel, they start having this second mind if they lock their door or not. What the fuck will I want to go and start thinking about that when after I lock the door, I put the key in my pocket and I am still struggling to see if the door will open before I go out. So there is no really plenty demand for that. That demand is very small. So which means there won't be any business for that token. There won't be a huge market. If I launch if I launch an opposite app now that says if I launch an opposite idea now that says if I lock my door and go out and somebody comes and I am not at home, I can just open my door for the person from wherever I am. Some people that this my own idea will have more market than that person that if you forgot to lock your door. So these are some of the things that you should look out for. You understand me? Yeah. So I've talked about the use cases. I've talked about the team in that project. Then the last but not the least is also look at the circulating supply of that coin. In simple economics, we understand that the higher the demand, we understand that the lower the quantity, the lower the supply, the higher the demand, and the higher the supply, the lower the demand. A friend took me to a restaurant. I think that restaurant is somewhere in New Jersey in the US. Now that restaurant is a VIP top class restaurant. A friend took me to that restaurant. If you go to that restaurant, there is a limit to what you can buy before they allow you into that restaurant. So before you are entering inside, you have a deposit that you must keep. You have a deposit that you must keep, that this is the benchmark of what I will spend. So a friend took me to that restaurant and I saw everything that they are doing in that restaurant. And when I came out, and I told myself that this restaurant has nothing really different from other restaurants I've been eating when I'm in New Jersey. But the only thing there is because they didn't open the door of that restaurant to everybody. So that very night that we went to eat in that restaurant, we saw people on the queue waiting to enter that restaurant. Now, why are people waiting on that queue now? Because the restaurant already made it very, very, they already gave themselves this scarcity feel that not everybody can walk in here and eat. So for you to walk in here, you must be ready to spend $500 and you must deposit that $500 first with your card before you walk in here. That is what? That is scarcity. Already filters people. Now, because of humans, because of human, I don't want to call it ego massaging, because of the ego massaging factor every human has, I will always want to go to that kind of restaurant so that when me and my friends are talking, I will say, I've eaten in that restaurant, amazing. Did you understand? And my friends will also, so in cryptocurrency projects, when the supply is very high, I invested in Binance token called BNB. The same year I invested in Tron, TRX. Binance token launched, increased users of their exchange, and Binance token launched a savings pool where people stake BNB and earn other tokens. So it made people started saving BNB. It made people, there is a huge demand for their coin, and they were doing coin burning almost every year. They started with, I think, is it 1 billion or whatever? I can't really remember, but they also started with a huge number, but they kept bringing activities that will reduce that number, while Tron left its number at 1 billion. Binance token is currently at $600. Tron is currently selling below $1. And Tron has the highest marketer in the cryptocurrency space, Justin Sun, who has taken pictures with Warren Buffett and the rest of them. You understand? They have one of the best marketers as their CEO, but their token is not as valued even as 1% as Binance Coin. Why is this? It is because their supply is very high. So any token that has very high supply, I'm seeing some of you here on this Instagram and social media, you are running after some of these tokens that have 1 trillion supply, 1 quadrillion and the rest of them, and you're deceiving yourself that one day this token will get to $1 and you're going to become a millionaire. Well, just to let you know that once this hype of the bull market dies down, all those cryptocurrencies that have all those whoosh numbers, they will naturally, if there is no mechanics put in place to limit the number in circulation per time, all those cryptocurrencies, they will be very useless because almost everyone have it in their hand. So even if this cryptocurrency try now to get to $1, one person is going, if I have something that is, if I have 1 trillion of that token, I have one of my friends in the UK, she has 1 billion of this token. So someone that has 1 billion and she's seeing this token is getting close to $1, the person will definitely dump it. You understand? The person will definitely dump it immediately. The person, who is this one advertising on my this thing? Mr. Vincent, you have to respect yourself before I block you. I don't have time for this nonsense. So the person will definitely dump it. You understand? Because why? The person has excess in his hands. You understand? The person has excess in his hand. The person will definitely dump that token. The person will definitely dump that token. So when the supply is very high, the demand, natural myself, I can't buy any token that almost all the tokens are in circulation. I will always know that at any time the token is trying to climb to a particular exit price, someone somewhere that got it when it was very, very cheap will always want to dump it. So you must look at what is the circulating supply of that token. What is the total supply? In fact, before you even look at the circulating supply, look at the total supply of that token. You understand? Look at the total supply of that token. Then, after you look at that, look at the marketing mechanics. You understand? Look at the marketing mechanics. How are they marketing this project? What things are they putting in place that people are going to be using that token for? Still boils down to what I was talking about, use case. Because if the number is good, okay, I think it's time to block this person. Fuck. Yeah, I've blocked you. So good. So if the number of that token is very high and the marketing is not being done right, and the marketing is not, maybe they are not offering staking services, everybody that has that token in their hand. Take a look at Altcoin. We released 65 million Altcoin. As we released 65 million Altcoin, we had to offer our users incentive to stake 40 million of the Altcoin. Why? Because we understand that if all these our users hold this 65 million Altcoin in their hands, we are not going to go anywhere. And every day we keep creating more use cases that will make people either spend that Altcoin. In fact, an announcement we are going to make in the next few days ahead now, we'll see the circulating supply of Altcoin go as low as even 10 million or 15 million. Because we are going to create another very good offer now that people cannot resist, and we tie it and say, for you to get this thing, you must take away this Altcoin from circulation. See what we did now with the training. Now we said anytime if you want to take our crypto lesson, you already know we are the best. We run the best crypto education. We run the best crypto education. Our students are some of the highest earning cryptocurrency traders in the world right now. So we said, if you want to access this our training, you have to stake Altcoin. So we bring value and we offer it in exchange of removing this token from circulation. You understand? Most of the things that we do, we tie it around the tokenomics of our token. So you must look out for what is the total supply. I held my Tron until 2020. I bought in 2017. I was because I like their CEO. Up till now, Justin Sun is still my favorite, even before most of all these other guys. I love Justin Sun because he's very young, energetic, and he graduated from Alibaba school. You understand? I love him for his business prowess and everything. But in 2020, I had to sell off all my Tron. Why? Because I look at the tokenomics. The token is always, in short, the circulating supply is not shaking. The token is always the same 1 billion or thereabouts. So, and I told myself, I said, man, this thing is not going to go anywhere anytime soon. So I had to hold. I've been holding my Binance BNB, even buying more along the way, because I am looking at one day is going to get to $1,000 if they keep doing what they are doing right now. Before you list your token on Binance, now they will tell you to hold a certain amount of BNB. If you want to pay 0 transaction fee now for trading on Binance, they will tell you you must maintain 5 BNB in your wallet or thereabout. You see, there are tokenomics. They tie every of their service removing the token from circulation. So this kind of good token, why wouldn't I hold it? And this is the model we are also using for our Hotbit network. Most of our services that we are going to be bringing that people were supposed to be paying money, we will tie it around our tokenomics. Get this token out of circulation, enjoy this service. Get this token out of circulation, enjoy this service. With that now, in the next few years, 1, 2, 3 years, Altcoin will definitely blow up. Why? Because everything that we are working towards is reducing the supply, reducing the supply, reducing the supply, reducing the supply. You understand? Reducing the supply in circulation, reducing the supply in circulation. So you also look at that too. So yeah, Ajuru, I need to take some questions and let's call it a day.
All right, sir. Thank you very much for the amazing lesson so far. So if you are here on Zoom and you have any question related to what Bitcoin Chief have talked about so far, you can drop your question here in the chat box so that we'll be able to he'll be able to answer them. So the chat box is open for people on Zoom. So Chief, you can take from people on Instagram and other.
Okay, good. So let me take from my friends on Instagram, my Bitcoin Chief page. This one say, please, when are you coming to Port Harcourt? I'm coming to Port Harcourt very soon. Can I get your number, sir? My number is on my Instagram bio there. Just go down to the last. You see a WhatsApp icon. Click on it. It will take you to my WhatsApp. What about Nano? Is this also like a zero-fee cryptocurrency? I'm actually not here to talk about other projects. How can we buy Altcoin? I don't see it on Binance. Okay, Altcoin is not on Binance yet. Not every cryptocurrency is on Binance. You can buy Altcoin on bidex.com, BIDESK, or pancakeswap.finance. You can buy it on juiceswap.com. Click the link on my bio. There's a link there. How can I buy Altcoin? Can I be your friend, my idol? Definitely, you're my friend. I understand something today. Thank you so much. I'm very, very glad that you understand. Hotbit Move. Yeah, Hotbit Move is our taxi hailing app that we are going to be launching before first quarter of 2022. You are going to have to compete with other Cardano of Africa. Definitely we are. We have the muzzle. Bro, say less. I'm interested. Thanks so much, Sans Piffy. I'm glad that you said that we are going to compete with other and you're also interested in us. I'm very interested in this. Do you have an app? Yes, I have an app. Click the link on my bio. Our app is there. All right. Buy Altcoin with me. Our app to avoid gas fees. Okay, good. Buy with our app is 0 transaction fees. Do you think the next bear will come around September this year or early? Okay, I don't really like to predict, to give public predictions. So if it doesn't happen, nobody calls my name. What's the total circulating supply of Altcoin? Right now, we have a total of 38 million because of the ROIs that we are paying. So we have around 38 million Altcoin now in circulation. About 40-something million Altcoins safe. Enough value received tonight. I'm so grateful, Esther. Esther on my Facebook. Thank you so much. I appreciate you guys for tuning in. Thank you. Okay, guys. So I come to Arbitrator app. Okay, this one doesn't have a question. Okay, I come to Arbit Network. When you buy a coin, is it same as token? That are the terms, they are same meaning. Okay, good. A coin can be referred to as a token. A token can be referred to a coin. You understand? They are both used interchangeably. What's that coin contract on Pancake Swap? Okay, please go to Etherscan and type TAT. It's going to bring TAT coin. Then just copy the contract address there, or click the link on my own page at Bitcoin_chief. It's the only verified Instagram page with that name. When you click on my bio, you will see buy that coin on Pancake Swap. It's there. Arbitrator quick swap isn't working. Yes, we are fixing that quick swap. We had a glitch on it, so it's going to be fixed definitely. Where's Raymond? Okay. So it's going to be fixed. I wanted to ask my CTO when they are going to be done fixing it, but it's going to be up before tomorrow night. Yeah, thank you so much, everyone who watched. Yeah, Ajulu, I think, yeah, we are done with all the questions. Great value every time I hook up. Thank you so much. I'm so glad you guys are joining. Boys, please, I need to join the Arbitrators. I love the idea behind the project. Okay, my brother. I think when I drop this video, I'm going to tag Nancy to it. I think she can put you through. She's one of our merchant and representative. Thank you so much, Babatunde Ibrahim Jimo. So our application is called Arbitrator, one of our apps. If you type Arbit, you will see our other apps. But our lead app is called Arbitrator. It's currently on iOS alone because we had issue with our Play Store app and they have not approved it yet back. So, but if you check my timeline, you will see how to get the Android. What a great idea. Keep it up. Thank you so much. So Ajulu, are they having any questions? You're doing a great job. I'm
answering them there in the chat box.
Okay, you're doing a great job. I'm fortunate to hear you teach today. Thank you so much, Anselm. God bless you. Yeah, so if there are no other questions, I want to sincerely thank all of you that have joined. Like I will always say, cryptocurrency is here to stay. All you need to do is just get properly educated in it and get on board. The truth is, whether you like it or not, in the next 5 years, if you look back now, you will be thanking God that you had the opportunity. You'll be thanking God that you had the opportunity to hear me explain all these things. Those of you who are on Facebook, I just saw some throwback videos of me doing doing Facebook Live in 2016 when I was telling people, I said Bitcoin is currently selling for $350. Jump on board. You understand? Many of you never took action. Imagine where you would be right now if you had even invested as small as $100 in Bitcoin. You would definitely be in a very big sum of money now. So I need you guys to take action. Sometimes it's not just all about coming to here. You understand? Sometimes it's not just coming to here. I can't seem to be able to log in for some time now. Okay, maybe it's a particular it's not a general problem. So what's the best way to reach me now? If you can send me a message, the fastest way to get my response is on my Instagram because I have 4 persons reading the messages every time. So just send me a message on Instagram now that you can't log into your app, or see what you're going to do. Go to my Instagram at Bitcoin_chief and Click on the link on my bio. You will see my WhatsApp. Just send me a message and I'm going to fix it. I'll get my developer to fix it. Or chat our company page at Hotbit Network. They will direct you how to fix it. So sorry about that. So I need all of you to take action. It's not all about coming to sit down, listening. At the end of the day, I've finished talking, I'm having a headache now, and you go and you don't take action. If you don't take action after I've spent all this strength explaining all these things and everything, then you've just wasted a part of my life. I need you to take action. You understand? There are so many materials online, and we have prepared. If you go to our application, Hotbit Trader, and click on the how it works, we explain everything Bitcoin. We explain how it works. We explain what is a wallet. When is that swap going to be available? Tomorrow. Yeah. Okay, good. My CTO just said the swap is going to be available tomorrow. So for those of you asking about the quick swap, it's going to be available. So I need you guys to do your own research. Don't take everything I say for it. Do your own research. Get to understand how this space works and get involved. When the internet and the rest of it was introduced, so many of our parents never saw the need to position. Today, people that position themselves are having a better life than some of our parents who never position. So cryptocurrency is here today and it's still very early. Less than 10% of the world have heard about it before you even talk about using it. So imagine when 20% of the world have heard about it and they are using it. Imagine how big it's going to be. This is why the best time to position yourself is now. You understand? So I need you guys to position yourself. Position yourself. Get the knowledge we have. Even myself, I'm still learning in this space. The blockchain technology is very deep. Even the people who created it are even still learning about it. So you're not even going to know everything about it before jumping on board. You understand? You are not going to know everything about it. Know the basic one that you can know, and know how to preserve, know how to keep your funds safe in a wallet, and that is it. Some of all these coins or crypto, you can just buy them and just keep them like an investment. You lost nothing. You understand? And buy with money that is not your survival money. Hold them for a couple of years and you sell out at profit. When I was buying Binance BNB coins some few years ago, one of my senior friends told me, he said, "Guy, how can you be wanting to put this kind of amount of money in this particular new token?" But look at it today. One Binance coin is $600 as against 10 cents when I bought it in 2017. So that coin is still selling very, very cheap now. You might be looking at it. One day I'm going to do a live video here, and when we are going to be talking, and we are going to be talking about how that coin is $1 and above. It's going to happen in my lifetime. Some of you are seeing this opportunity right now in front of you. Every day you come sit here and listen. At the end of the day, you go drowse off and you sleep off on this opportunity. It's big. I'm telling you, I know what we are building. If we build even 50% of what we are building, that coin will be one of the biggest cryptocurrencies that you've heard or you've seen. I have explained everything here, and you can see our proof of work. Go to Google Play Store. I talked about Hotbit Trader. Go check if it's working the way I said it's working. I talked about Hotbit Crowd. Go check if it's working the way it's working. You understand? I talked about Hotbit Farm. Go check. See that these things are working. If these things could get more exposure than it is right now, which we are working every day to see how we put it in the presence of more people. If these things become big as it is now, there is a very huge demand for that coin. And guess what? Those of you who came in early, imagine people who heard about Bitcoin in 2010, 2011. I know of someone that I told about Bitcoin in 2014. During the time of MMM and the rest of it, I say, this thing is big. Buy some and keep. All those who took advantage of this opportunity today now, they have a different life. Instead, some of this opportunity comes and some of you just overlook it. I need you to take action. It won't cost you anything to buy $100 worth of Bitcoin or Tatcoin or any other good cryptocurrency and just keep it. And you just go about your normal activity of the world. One day you just wake up to it doing very, very, very well. So I need you guys to take action. Ajunu, thank you so much for today's program. Thank you so much everyone who watched on Zoom. Thank you so much everyone who watched on Facebook. We do this every week. So guys, take that talk out of here. For those of you who are listening to this now, we do this every week. We do this every week. You see, if you want to watch our previous videos, go to our YouTube at Hotbit Network. Type Hotbit Network on YouTube. You will see all our previous videos. Watch them and see what we have talked. We've talked about what is Bitcoin. We've talked about how people make profit. We've talked about how to avoid scam. There's nothing we have not talked. We started this program on the first Saturday of 2021, and we are bent on taking it to the last Saturday of 2021. So go right now and consume all this information. Go right now and consume all this information. There is never shortage of information. Information is everywhere, but people who are going to listen and use it, they are even the ones that are scarce. So guys, I need you guys to take action. Thank you so much. Next week promises to be another great episode. I think the program keeps getting better every week. We keep bringing value to you every week. There are so many things that some of you know now that you make the right decision. Even if you're buying shit coins now, you're going to know that you're buying shit coin to just make money for the short term, and you're looking at it like a gamble that, oh, my money might lose. And so you know that you don't put big money in shit coin. You understand? So I have made sure that I explained it in a layman term that most of you that are my kind can understand. So I need you guys to take action. Take action. If you want more information, chat me up on Instagram. I have everything that you might need to explain this to you. So thank you so much, everyone, for being part of today's program. Ajulu, take it away.
All right, for everybody that